Hello and welcome to your fourth stimulus check update and fourth stimulus package update. We have some surprising news that I have to tell you about today. And we have reactions from the White House, big names in the Senate, including Chuck Schumer, the Senate Majority Leader. This is pretty good news in my opinion. And you know what? This is sort of in line with the best case scenario I told you about in yesterday's video. This is what I said. The best case scenario here would be Democrats and Republicans reaching a deal on the hard infrastructure package and pass it in a bipartisan manner, because at least the Republicans do support the idea of spending on things like roads, bridges, broadband, and so on. Then maybe Democrats can work on the social infrastructure package and pass that with the budget reconciliation. But they would have to work really hard on Joe Manchin to get him on board with that. So right now, it looks like there's a group of senators that reached a bipartisan agreement that they will present to President Joe Biden when he returns back from his tour in Europe. This group consists of 5 Republicans and 5 Democrats. And it's not any 5 Democrats and 5 Republicans. We're talking about Bill Cassidy, Susan Collins, Joe Manchin, Lisa Murkowski, Rob Portman, Mitt Romney, Jeanne Shaheen, Kristen Sinema, John Tester, and Mark Warner. These are some big names in the Senate on both sides, the Republican side and also very important names on the Democrat side. And here's why. We have Joe Manchin and Kirsten Sinema. Those are the two who sometimes don't even side with the Democrats and have the power to stop budget reconciliation measures. But now, why is this good news and how does it fit the best case scenario? Well, if somehow they manage to pass this bipartisan bill, which is all about the hard infrastructure plan, has nothing to do with the social infrastructure, with 60 votes or more in the Senate, then the Democrats can still use their one remaining golden ticket, the one more time they can use budget recon to pass the social infrastructure package, which has more of the stimulus items that you're looking for, like extending the child income tax credit and maybe another stimulus check, a fourth stimulus check. So this new bipartisan agreement calls for about $974 billion in infrastructure spending over 5 years. This package includes roughly $579 billion in new spending as opposed to the $257 billion proposed by Senator Shelley Capito. So this is good and just makes you think that there's about $600 billion from past stimulus packages that are just sitting there in DC. What a waste. Hopefully they put that money to good use soon. And here's another cool thing about this stimulus package. Because they're using more of old money and they're also spreading it over 5 years, there are no provisions in this bill to increase taxes on our income. The only tax increase they're discussing in this package is gas tax. And they're not even planning to raise the rate, but they want to index it to inflation. So it will depend on the inflation numbers. And what's cool about this is that not all of us are going to be taxed on our income, but those of us who choose to spend money on gas will be paying a little bit more depending on what the rate is at the time you purchase it. So we have to wait and see what President Biden thinks of this proposal, because he said that he'd like to see $1 trillion of new money spent on infrastructure. So this one is about $400 billion short in terms of new money. But the group of bipartisan senators seemed optimistic and said that they believe their plan is a realistic compromise framework to modernize our nation's infrastructure and energy technologies. They also said that we are discussing our approach with our respective colleagues and the White House and remain optimistic that this can lay the groundwork to garner broad support from both parties and meet America's infrastructure needs. Also, some Democrats briefed the White House on the plan, and spokesman Andrew Bates said the president appreciates the senators' work to advance critical investments that we need to create jobs, prepare for our clean energy future, and compete in the global economy. On top of that, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said, "I'll look at this proposal, but we continue to proceed on 2 tracks, a bipartisan track and a reconciliation track, and both are moving forward." Listen, this is very similar to what happened with the $900 billion second stimulus package that passed in December under President Trump. And Senator Warner told reporters, "I just remember all you guys back in November saying, you're not going to get there, and in fact, we got there. Wouldn't it be great if we surprised you twice in a single year?" I think that would be a great surprise, and I would also think President Biden can probably agree to this deal to show that he really wants bipartisanship. Passing two budget reconciliation bills back to back and sidelining Republicans completely in his first few months of presidency is not a good look. So this is promising news, and we'll see what happens with this as soon as President Biden comes back from his Europe trip. I hope you guys found this video useful. I hope it's good news for you. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you all. Please hit the like button on the video, share this video with your friends and family, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click the notifications bell to be notified whenever I publish new videos or new content for you. Also, get your free stock from Robinhood just by opening an account using the link in the description. You don't have to deposit anything. You just open an account, you get a free stock, and make sure to check the link for the Yara savings account. It's a savings account that is FDIC insured, but gives you interest with a lottery system. If you use the link below, you'll get 100 tickets when you deposit as little as $25 for a chance to win up to $10 million. Then you'll get a weekly ticket for every $25 that you deposit. Finally, don't forget to get your free stocks from Webull when you deposit only $100, which is just like cash. You can take it out anytime you feel like it. This offer can go up to $2,300 right now. All the links are in the description below. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.